Hey, what's up, everybody? We're going to talk about another video today. Oh, well, of course we're going to talk about a video. Why did I even do that? Anyway, let's jump into the fact that we're going to talk about today's SH Figuarts Kamen Rider Jin Burning Falcon. Now, gotta say, everybody knows I love red. I make that obvious all the time. But this, boy, this pretty red, man. Biased, 10 out of 10. Well, we already know I'm biased when it comes to Kamen Rider stuff. I always tell you guys a joke, 10 out of 10 all the time. I do love Kamen Rider. But honestly, this is really, really nice. I think I only have like one gripe with it, and that's in the neck area, like I always have with a lot of the Kamen Rider stuff, is usually that the rider stuff in the neck area kind of kills its own mobility with the head plates forcing itself onto the chin. Honestly, that's corrected with the SH Figuarts upgrade neck pegs, which is why I usually get them. SHF upgrade. They know what they're doing, man. But this right here, like, I can't front. I love Jin. I love the red. My boy Germ, when you see this, just know that we in trouble, man. We in trouble because this figure is dope. When he was first shown, his red was a little bit off. But I can tell you right now, the final product is a very nice, beautiful red. This candy red is outright amazing. So yeah, let's talk about the figure and let's get started. Our head articulation, like I said, we can look all the way up. My neck is a little bit off, out of place. There we go. But as you can see here, we can look up. The only thing killing the back is going to be this part right here. So this is going to kill you from looking even further up, but you can look up. Looking down, you're going to get in the way of yourself. As you can see here, the neck peg gets in the way. I'm sorry, the bottom of the chin area gets in the way, but it can tuck inward. So this is about as far as you get to look good. We have these big flying falcon shoulders, but they space out enough to not get in the way of anything. As you can see here, look how easily I just took them off. Well, not off, but I took them away from the center stage. Ugh, I am weird with words today. I took them away from the center of the chest mass. And as you can see, they don't get in the way of anything. They can, because they're further away from it, it allows movement here. Now, can we hit a T-pose with it? No. That's the part that does suck. And the reason why that is because, let's see if we can tuck it in. I'm gonna risk my figure here. No, there's supposed to be a joint here, but as you can see here, look how it's jointed. I don't know if you guys can see this, but the way it's jointed here might be the only down step of what's going on here with this figure as we sit here and try to do this, because look how it's designed that it's going to get in the way of itself. That's kind of a bummer, and you won't be able to get up in that area the way you want to. But because we do have a bicep swivel, as you're just seeing right here, it does circumvent some of that, but not all of it. So getting all the way up with that arm is not going to happen. Does it hurt? Yeah, kind of is a bummer. But again, you're able to circumvent it by using the bicep swivel and your double joint. Now, the double joint gets a little tricky too, because we have this armor here in the way. But luckily, we can rotate it just a little bit out of the way so we can maintain a 90-degree angle. It is double jointed, but with the armor in the way, it's going to be just like that. Considering Jin doesn't do anything crazy like that, you don't have too much to worry about. But if you're trying to get crazy, just know that the plastic is soft. So as you can see here, I just bent it over and it folds right in. So you don't have too much to worry about with your flying falcon. Oh, did it just warp some plastic? Did it? It did. I warped some plastic, y'all. Oh, that sucks. So you got to be careful. As you can see, I've stressed some plastic here as a messed up spot. So you do need to be careful. It does not do that. That's something new that I've learned, and I had to pay the price for it. So you have to be careful, because this is going to stress. It's kind of a bummer. Damn, I didn't expect that. I thought the plastic was soft and workable. I paid the price for it. But yeah, now that I've done it, you don't have to worry about it. So keep that in mind. You don't have to do that now. As far as our upper torso goes, we can tilt left, we can tilt right, and vice versa. For obviously, if you're facing the opposite way, we can tuck forward, which is pretty nicely, and backwards as well too. So you get a little bit of range, but not too much. We can remove our slash riser, and you can use the, what is with my words today? We can use the drop down technique to move our leg forward, and we are double jointed, so we can still get that flight pose, which is really nice. We do have thigh swivel as well. And our ankle pivot is pretty much low. We don't get too much of it, which is kind of a bummer. But let's see how he poses up first, and then we'll talk about that, because I haven't really posed this guy up yet. So I want to see how he looks. It really is a bummer that I stressed out my red plastic, but I had to learn for myself. So now you guys don't. Now posing this guy up shouldn't be too much of an issue because he does look really good, and red does a lot of the work. So yeah, it does pose very nicely. Even with that little bit of ankle pivot, we can see our movements very fluid, very nice, and no real mess up marks. Well, outside of my stress marks that I've caused, but there's nothing here like pretty much impeding you from looking really good with your Jin. So this is a common stance that Jin kind of takes, right? So even if you weren't doing this one, let's try a walking stance. Let's do Jay's walk stance, right? Let's make sure heel to toe, as he always says. Make sure we're covering the goods. And making sure that unparalleled, that he's not a Goku. He can be a Kamen Rider, but he can't be a Goku. That's what Wade would tell me. So let's hit the walk. And this one's gonna be a little bit more tricky because his feet are a little bit flatter and we don't have that ankle pivot that we want. So let's try to get it to match up. And technically we can do it. I don't know why he's not balancing right now. He was just doing it. There we go. So yeah, this looks pretty good. So walking looks pretty good. Standing still. Let's do the whole looking over the shoulder look that a lot of Kamen Riders love to do, and I actually love that look. The look back. And that piece that fell is what I'm going to get into next. So yeah, this guy looks good all around. Now on our backhand side, this is where it gets pretty cool because we can remove our flaps to allow for add-on parts. Now, if you feel like you just want to remove them, you can. But underneath is really dope because you have the stored wings. That looks pretty cool. So we're gonna pop these back in. These are just tabbed right in with no problem. It's a shame. I'm still kind of bummed that I messed up on my red, but you know what though? Maybe I'll do it on both sides. Just take the L so that way I can have more mobility, but we'll see what happens. We will see how it happens. Now, oh, one more thing I want to talk about before I get more carried away. With the slash riser, you can actually remove his progress key, just like the others. I already added the SHF upgrade sticker. So I'm actually going to keep this out so I can talk about it in the other slash riser. So I've already added the stickers on. As you can see, I almost peeled it out just now by accident. But yeah, it looks pretty good. I like it better with the stickers. I think that's a much better look than without. Makes it look very dull and plain. It's a shame they skimped out on that kind of design there, but it is what it is. It's keeping other people in business. Now, back this on up, and we're going to talk about the rest of our accessories. That being, you see the small slash riser here. I love that they kind of just show that, hey, look, it can grow larger. You know what I mean? So here is what is called the battle version of the slash riser. This one is much larger than our previous holster version. As you can see right here, it just grows almost double in size as far as the blades go. And you can fit the progress key in there, so that way you don't make sure you're crazy. Just fits right in as well. And then you'll get also replacement wings. And these are gonna be for when he sprouts wings and uses them for flight. Burning Falcon usually is surrounded by fire, so I expect a lot of fire pictures from all my guys that are gonna get Burning Falcon. I mean, literally, if I don't see it from you guys, I'm gonna be disappointed. Like, seriously. I wanna see your cool Burning Falcon pictures. Japan's already lighting it up on Twitter, so you guys gotta do the same for us, right? As you can see with the flight wings, it looks really good. Tabbing very well. Looking pretty awesome. And they're sharp, so please be careful. Don't hurt yourself. Next up, we're gonna talk about our hand accessories. We don't get a lot because Jin doesn't do a crazy amount of stuff. So you'll have to keep that in mind. But the black hands can be replaced with some other black hands if you don't focus too much on it, because he definitely has some definitive hand styles on the back of the plates. Tiny little claws. So you'll get closed fists. Out of the box, he comes with his opened, relaxed hands. So let's focus on that for a sec. As you can see there. And then you will get slash rods holding hands. And that's all you'll get for hands wise, which seems like a bummer, but it's actually very close to the character. I think outside of open action palms, there's nothing else you can give him. But yeah, this covers Flying Falcon Jin, everything that he comes with. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the time, set up for a size comparison and make you guys happy. Give me a sec, y'all. All right, size comparison time. First things first, we're gonna compare it to 0-1 figures. So let's do that first. Let's do his previous form. Let's do Flying Falcon up against Burning Falcon in terms of height. Now, Flying Falcon already has the neck peg adjustment. So I'm actually gonna fix his legs a little. Pick his head up so he doesn't look like he's an emo dude. And then as you can see here, these guys look fantastic together. Yeah, this is good. This line is money. I can't front. The 0-1 figures have just been straight up money. So good. Here we are with Assault Wolf. And I'm choosing powered up forms because Burning Falcon is a powered up form. You got your main man, Thouser, the world's greatest jobber. Your boy out here looking good next to the homies. Then we will do Valkyrie. Valkyrie, put him over here. We'll put her over here with Fua, right? Then we'll do Hirobi, to the point where I technically don't have space to put out a 0-1 in there, so I might have to replace someone. But here's Hirobi, and then in the background, I guess we'll do 0-1 so we can see how he sizes up. And man, I have loved collecting these figures. It has been a pleasure to have the 0-1 stuff. It's been super solid. So technically we have 0-1 right there in the middle. And yeah, Burning Falcon looks good with everyone. I really, really like how this came out. This is dope. Yeah, this is dope. These all have unique looks and all look really good. This is crazy. Now let's take away the 0-1 stuff, right? Slowly but surely. Don't want the 5 horns to cross. And let's get these guys gently out of the way. And then I'm gonna size it up with some stuff from some other lines. So in case you want to mix and match universes or you want to just have fun because of your toys, this is definitely going to be the part that you enjoy the most. Now, up against the renewal, Kamen Rider Kuga, who is indeed a little bit smaller than most renewals that I know of. That's very relatable. Here he is with Kuga. Then we have an articulated icons ninja, and these ninjas actually scale out pretty well with SHF. We have stuff like Marvel Legends. Here's Marvel Legends Captain America. This is the video game Square Enix cap. That's what you call them. I believe this is the stealth look or the black look, right? So these guys look really good. Even up against Lightning Collection stuff, it's been pretty solid. Like these guys actually scale out pretty well. They're a little smaller, but it actually works out. I think I like them together. Personally, I do. So there's that. Next up, we'll do a Mezco. So we'll do Cosplay Me. So here's Cosplay Me in the mix on a Gomez body, in case you're wondering. So Jin is the smallest, unless he's next to another SHF. But overall, he doesn't look too out of place with stuff like Articulated Icons and Lightning Collection. But with Mezco and Marvel Legends, he's a tad bit smaller. So you might want to do some force perspective stuff. So let's move these guys over. Then we have stuff like Mythic Legions. Let's move Kuga out the way, which is far, far bigger. But again, if you want to mess around with perspective or do some crazy cool shot, it's never going to be an issue. Here is a McFarlane Azrael, which is gigantic, but it's also red. So he gets bonus points. Then we will do, oh, here is a Storm Collectibles Scorpion. So now you know. That just about rounds it up. And just as a bonus, I'm going to throw my main man Ichigo in there, because old boy just did an Ed scope for him, and I just want everybody to know my blind swordsman cat has now been immortalized. I just want to throw that in there as a bonus. So yeah, as usual, guys, I appreciate you always watching. Trying to do this whole reminder thing to hold, like, comment, subscribe, that stuff. Say something nice, and you know, hopefully we will reach the goal of 100K. I'm trying to reach it before the end of the year, but if it comes later than that, I'm still gonna be very happy for it. I don't like reminding you guys, but I noticed that a lot of people don't follow me, and that's okay. But I am trying to reach a goal, so it would appreciate you guys if it would help. I would love it if you did. So as always, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. Thank you for commenting if you do. As always, please be good, do good. Drink your water, guys. Later.